Good morning. Right, we're improvising because I'm in the middle of packing boxes and stuff like that with my daughters. So give a positive energy because it's getting a bit difficult now trying to find a home big enough for all of them. Prayers if you can. It's, what did we say it was, 25th? Is it 25th today? Yeah. So it's the chariot today. It's cancer, home and family life, etc. And the song is, oh my God, I can't believe it. So something's gonna happen, sounds like, doesn't it? Good or bad, don't know yet. Let's see. Third house of communication, Aries, and the sun. So we've got Sun in Gemini. We know that Aries is Neptune, Saturn, Chiron, Pallas. Aries is 11th house of wishes, dreams, etc. Your true life path. And the third house is Cancer, which is today's card. Well done, Spirit, done it again. So yeah, we're winging it. I don't know. I brought some cards because I can't bring them all. So we're winging it. Let's have a look. Got my coffee, Kristen. I will catch up with you ASAP. Stay strong. The weather here is absolutely gorgeous, but it's too hot for me, the kids, everybody. Climate changes would have you believe that it's never been this hot. Well, it has, many times, over many years. Third house, but Aries Sun. So Aries Sun means spontaneous self-expression, self-orientated, selfish, energetic, brash and outgoing. The Sun in Aries indicates a personality that bounces back from setbacks but abandons tasks. So finish what you started, basically. Third house is communication. So if you haven't finished that email, if you haven't finished some sort of conversation, it's now time to do that. Third house is obviously Gemini, which we've got Gemini, oh bloody hell, Gemini Sun, we've got at the minute. Well done, Spirit. Hands, arms, shoulders, siblings, children, schools, school days, communications, short journeys, learning, environment, etc. The Sun in the third house, the sibling in question may be the child who shines in the family. So someone shining, showing their potential. So let's have a look then. We're looking for the Chariot. The heads are over the field out there, can you hear them? It is early though. Otherwise we'd have twins crawling all over this table trying to nick my card, because they're both high priestesses, same as me. Oh, here's the crow, Scorpio talking. This is the hard part when I got my other cards, because it's tuning into whatever. There it is. It's Free Willy. So William, the killer whale. That's funny because the coaches on The Voice used to be will.i.am and is will.i.am, sorry, and used to be him from Kaiser Chiefs, I'm sure it was. So here we go then. Oh, King of Pentacles, Capricorn, man in uniform, somebody of a darker complexion maybe, a businessman, a generous friend, a good one. Oh, and arguments with a woman. Not good, because that's my daughter's card. The Empress. So we've got a lot of names attached to that. Abigail, Natasha, Elaine, Greg, Lauren, and Josh. This is stagnation. Nothing can grow in barren lands. There is no happiness or foundation here, but it's definitely an argument with a woman. Could be mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children, because it signifies the mother. 3 and 30, negative energy. It's also the military, so uniforms again. It's also agriculture. Yeah, there is a bloodbath. No doubt like this card. 5 of Swords is a violent attack. So the news may be full of them. And that's not new lately, which I thought we never used to say. It's an insane world right now. Everybody's very prickly because we've got the porcupine. This is somebody that wants to win at all costs. Cross swords, so never cross knives, because that means an argument. 5 weeks. Whoever starts this should remember that no one will win and everyone will regret it. So it's pointless. But we're not sat on the fence anymore. We're no longer juggling. We're wiser now because we've got the owl on there. Sagittarius energy. It's also Libra energy because it's balancing the scales. It's realising you have to make a choice. You can't sit on the fence. Oh, blimey. There's no love in this situation. So Cancer energy, which we've talked about with the card today. Somebody in the doldrums, somebody drowning in the sorrows, somebody depressed, home and family life. That's all to do with this card, Cancer card. But initially, it's a fair-haired man, older, mature, but he's still not in charge of his emotions or his personal feelings. He's not in control. So an empty cup there, somebody feeling drained. Yeah. Someone from the past, childhood trauma, or recent past trauma, but it could be child abuse. 6 months, the beavers, so beavering away at something. Maybe trying to work hard on this past issue, this trauma, therapy even. But again, the cups are empty, which is sad. And then we have today's card there. Taking back control. It's not going to be easy. Free Willy, it wasn't easy, was it? I didn't see the film, but I can imagine. And your enemies will be overcome. So they're giving you words of encouragement. Don't back down from a fight, but make sure you take the high road. Don't get involved in arguments with women, because it's pointless. It's going nowhere. So you can save your breath, basically. Yeah. So save your breath. It's not worth the battle. But stand up for yourself if you have to, because you can't let them win. But there'll be no winners in this game anyway. So let's have a look. Keep cutting out in two. So like I said, the weather's making them stick together. There we go. Oh, again. So dreams shattered. You're running out of options. Well, Abigail certainly is. You have to choose something and focus on it. 8 of Wands again, so in the next 8 days something's going to happen out of the blue to astonish us that we're not going to like, and a negative action is being taken. Oh, and there's today's card. So now it's in the read. The name Mia could be important. This is car crashes. This is people should be very careful reversing when they're driving. Your vehicle is also your body or anything really that moves. So could be health issues, especially with the breast and the abdomen. But above all, it's a lack of teamwork, pulling in different directions. It can be mechanical, problems with a vehicle. It can be parking tickets, speeding fines. There's some negative energy there, 7 or 25. So yeah, the family unit's being pulled apart. Yeah, and you're overthinking it because you're still listening to those voices in your head of your mum, your grandma, your uncle, whoever it is, the negative, your teachers, all those people that gave you negative feedback, and you're trapped in your own mind replaying that tape of them saying you're no good, you can't do this, you're not clever enough, you should shut up, you should keep quiet, whatever it is. And the punishment for if you don't. Those swords are the punishment for if you don't, or your perceived punishment for if you don't. You've got to realise that you've been stood there for years with that blindfold on and that rope, and they've buggered off ages ago. All that's there is the sword. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. You've got to start believing in yourself. Stand up for yourself. Don't let people walk all over you. Yeah, or you'll miss an opportunity. And it's a big one. You will not profit in the next year. The door is closed to you. Yeah. So there has to be a death and rebirth. 13 again. Nick and Helen. Shedding a skin, like we've talked about, or transformation, like the caterpillar transforming into the butterfly. It's a painful process, but it's got to be done. Yeah. So put the effort in, but don't burn the candle at both ends like she is, working all hours God send into the night, because you'll make yourself ill. but you must make the effort. I know you don't want to, probably you are drained, but you have to. There is some sort of financial dependence on others here, and it's gone on for 9 years. So again, I want you to stand on your own 2 feet to liberate yourself. This is me, July the 4th card. So that could be very important for somebody. It would be Cancer energy, but you are unable or unwilling to stand on your own 2 feet. And now we have a couple there, a very divine couple that Spirit have given us, of the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, which is meaning together they are a stable financial unit, but maybe alone they're not. This is another good friend and a generous one, so you've got a male and a female there, both of a darker complexion, both mature in more than hair, and loyal. So, a couple. Financially stable, emotionally not so much. People in uniform. Oh, I didn't say about the Empress card, did I? The poppies, Remembrance Day, November the 11th, May the 31st, Memorial Day. You see, so straight away they tell us that somebody isn't standing on their own 2 feet. Now they are. So, but they have to remember traditional values. So, 9 years of finally, after 9 years, finding your independence. So July the 4th could be very important. Oh, there's gossip about it as well. So we've got the Page of Wands, Aries again, Leo or Sagittarius, someone gossiping. Remember, if somebody's talking to you about someone else, then they will go to the next person and talk about you behind your back. So please don't engage in gossip. But it seems that this gossip is important. There is an emotional bond here. The name Mia could be important. It doesn't have to be a romantic bond, but there is an emotional bond going on. Somebody is dedicated to a nightmare situation. 9 weeks of sleepless nights. Stagnation again. So somebody is sticking in a situation that is going nowhere, and I have no idea why they would. This has to end. It has to change. You can't stay as you are, and Spirit can't help you because you're not listening to them. You can feel it in your gut. There's something wrong. The name Jenny could be important. You are not following your true life path. You're not on the right path. You're pulling in different directions. This is causing you to be ill, because this is hospital doors, this is grandparents, this is health workers. 9 and 27, negative energy. Millie, Michael, Darren, Julie, Susan, Peter, Reese and Chantal. So it's also chucking yourself into work, but like I said, that's going to only make you ill, whilst making you financially profitable. There it is again, the King of Cups, Cancer, home and family life, people born under that sign, the energy of that sign, where it is in the current chart. There is a draining of your energy. There's no love here, and there is a potential for addictions also, self-medication. So Virgo and Cancer again, we'll have a look at Virgo. There's a little bit of Gemini, but that's Gemini's sun. So, and Chiron, that is there, which we know Aries is in, which is in the dice. So you can't heal others till you heal yourself. So you're no use to anybody. Yeah, Six of Bows means you failed. You failed somewhere. Oh, blimey. And the Tower. The Tower must fall. You've built some ivory towers for yourself that now become a prison. You achieved what you wanted, and what did it get you? Nothing, because the more you earn, the more you buy, the more you have to earn to keep that life going. There is going to be a massive argument, fallout, violence, whatever it is, the Tower will fall. 16, Chris Mandy Neal. So that's Neptune, which we all know right now is an Aries. So, where is Virgo? Virgo's in the 4th house. You cannot make it up. So, it's not, oh yeah, it's in the IC. IC is in Virgo. Oh, and the moon's Virgo. So, that's what we've got then. This is an unhealthy, financial, emotional, spiritual situation where there are going to be massive arguments. It's pointless wasting your breath because there'll be no winners. You have to stop overthinking it. You have to take back control. This is ridiculous. I've never seen such a ridiculous situation. All for money. All because the fear of not being able to stand on your own 2 feet. Being able to provide for yourself. This is ridiculous. What a miserable life. So don't argue unless you're standing up for yourself, and do it calmly. Don't shout, but oh God. So 19, the sun, what we've got in the dice, the sun is now in Gemini, but we've got Aries here. This is somebody that's deliberately putting blockages in your way. They're a raccoon. They are, oh, no, sorry, I'm giving you extra. They're a raccoon. They're mischievous at the very least, but they are determined to keep you in the dark. 19. They've stolen your happiness. There it is. Sticking in your comfort zone. 13 again. So that's Karen. That's Nick and Helen again. I don't know why I picked these up. I really don't. Because I'm thinking, the divorced or widowed woman, somebody who seeks revenge or doesn't think very clearly, mental illness, nurses, funny enough, female doctors, priests or lawyers, somebody not giving good advice here, and it's adding to the fuel, the fire. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, usual, don't give up. Don't you dare give up, but you have to face your karma. It's the apple tree. And again, something in the next 8 days is going to blow up out of proportion. 14, we've been getting that a lot in the songs. Again, they're not standing on their own 2 feet. You may need to eat more fish. Flamingos get their colour from the shrimps that they eat. So there is no balance, no patience here. Sagittarius energy. This is lack of patience, lack of knowledge, because somebody's keeping you in the dark about something. And it's a very hard lesson to learn. You will be put through the blacksmith's forge and battered and battered and battered till you come out strong on the other side. So I'm afraid you can't avoid this. This is a life lesson. And there is lies, deceit, theft and mind games. But your happiness is there. when you let the tower fall, there it is again. So 16, let it go, whatever it is. Wow. Right, let's see what cards I've brought with me then, shall I? We're going to use the botanical cards as the lesson. So what is this lesson that we need to learn? Just to put yourself first, really. Not in a selfish way, because Aries have a real bad rap of people saying they're selfish and this, that and the other. But they are, they're very protective. They are very blunt. People don't always like that. But on the negative side, they can be selfish if they get too up themselves. So, the 18, the moonflower, we know, don't we, that the Virgo moon. So, the moonflower doesn't bloom in daylight. So, in the dark, again. Number 18. So we've got 16, 18, 19, 13. The Latin name Impomia alba, the moon and Venus. It's the same as morning glory, but it's a nighttime one. They can thrive in full sun and heat. It only opens in the late afternoon. And it only lasts the day before withering. It attracts nocturnal visitors such as moths, the butterfly. It's about prophetic dreams. So we've got dreams there. So you may have had a dream that tells you something. Opening of your psychic powers. It's used in love and lust spells. You can't cast a spell for love because as soon as true love walks in, the spell is broken. It's death and rebirth. There you go, Scorpio. And the impermanence of peace. The promise of renewal and return. Somebody could return from the past. It's to help you with issues of abandonment and betrayal. Things we did not see coming. Something in the next 8 days, perhaps. The moon's light casts an illusion as much as it illuminates, depending on how clear we are with our own emotions. And we're not clear, are we? So, it is in reverse. Moonflower asks us to make peace with our ethereal impermanence. All things change, die, and renew. The heart-shaped leaves urge us to open our heart and take deep breaths of peace. Find your balance. We need to see the world clearly and enjoy all the pleasures that we have when we have them, because tomorrow they may not be there. Open your own time and in your own way. So be open to those you want to be open to. Don't waste your time with the rest. Oh, the gatekeeper of power and abundance. And this is what that couple's about, the power couple. But the gate is closed at the minute. Same gate. Those born in the year of the dragon could be very important. Number 32. Dragons to the Celts were seen as the gatekeepers to other worlds, the caretakers. Drawing this gatekeeper is very significant. This high vibrational card means that abundance is coming, so don't give up. Because you've put in the hard work, you've put in the effort. It has not gone unnoticed. You think it has, but it hasn't. And the dragon is gifting you help and abundance in whatever form you need it for your future success, because you feel like you've failed. But the resources, wait a minute, you might have reached a point where you know where you want to go and what you need to do. Just like my daughter knows she needs a 4-bedroom house. Finding money is nigh on impossible because of the 70% being given to people that don't. Yeah. So you might have reached a point where you know where you're going and what you need to do, but the resources don't seem to be there. Know that they will come when the time is right. Once you gain the ally of the dragon, you must ensure you remain true to your word. So don't lie. This is lies and deceit here. They don't take kindly to tricksters. And there's your trickster, your auntie, your little raccoon. But are also able to recognise one if they see one. They will only appear to you if you are worthy and humble about it. There is no place for ego here. There is only space for truth and the eagerness to do good. The most powerful of all Celtic symbols, the dragons were also known as great protectors. What do I say about Aries? Normally, when they're not feeling their feet and having a tantrum. They protected the great treasures of the world that man always longed for, and that wasn't money. The Celts believed that wherever the dragon flew, the land would become more powerful. They are symbols of visions, so your dreams again, prophetic dreams, wisdom and prophecy. They were the guardians of all knowledge and wisdom, which may be why we see them sitting on their gold. You see, treasure is not always about money or material items. Therefore, by drawing this card, you may be asked the dragons for their guidance, wisdom and knowledge of the future. They may aid you by giving you riddles to solve, just like Spirit does with me. But know that any guidance from the dragons will help you with your quest. So the riddle will be something you can solve. Animals, birds, insects that visit you, songs on the radio, animal totems, numbers on the clock, everything. Use everything from this read. Your own chart, the current chart, the astrology, what it means, the numbers, the people living our past, door numbers, date for your diary, whatever. That's the riddle. I just try to guide you through it. I know what it means to me, but this is about us all as a collective. And there you have it, the sun. So while they've been keeping us in the dark, Spirit are going to illuminate this and everything changes. Whatever that's been going on in the dark, the lies, deceit and theft are going to be exposed. Success follows, goals will be achieved. Remember to have honour at all times. The life force, health, a time when power will be available to you for the positive change in your life. Victory, health and success once the exposure takes place. So sunlight is the best disinfectant. I've always said it. Have we got any more cards? Don't think we have. I'll have one come on. I don't know, I might have another box in my case, but this will do for now because we had an extra row, didn't we? So So one little card then, let's have a look. Ooh. Blimey. Oh, there it is. The answer is yes. Whatever it is, whatever you've been asking, the answer is yes. Yes. So whatever that read brought to mind, the answer is yes. 14, I should have said, was Tony and Philip, and Emily and Kerry. So there we go. Thanks for listening. I'll be with you tomorrow. Possibly a bit later on Tuesday because I'm popping back home. And Wednesday. We'll see. But I'm not going to leave you hanging like I do when I go away. So thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.